What's up, guys? A very short update on the price of Bitcoin. Well, as you can see, we are keeping to test the same zone over and over again. This is somewhat between $65,000 and $67,000, and this is already like, well, depending how you count, but at least the third major test. Um, the more often you test the zone, or the more you test the zone, the more likely it will be broken. And the zone was the support previously here, and it now became the resistance zone around this area. So you would expect that at some point it will be broken, right? Moreover, you can see that here I have this of course it's very rough estimation, but let's say it's $76,000 at the area where the biggest volume of this trading ends, and the bottom of this area is again 65, maybe $1,000. So as soon as we break into the zone, then apparently we will be within the major kind of a volume, trading volume happened before. But it also means that as soon as we broke there, then most likely we will continue to go to the upside until we reach the top of the zone. And as soon as we did do this, then it again not necessarily happens, but there's a very high statistical chance that we'll just test it several times and then we'll break even higher. Because again, if you look at this, like zoom out a little bit, then you'll see that we had this kind of a very short like consolidation here, a little bit of a longer consolidation here, and now we have some kind of like, I don't know, seven months of consolidation, which is normally should lead to some major move. And if you look at the Bollinger Bands, you see how narrow they are at the moment, and moreover, like the width of the Bollinger Bands is like its minimum from again January, from the January low, right? So again, it's likely that such situation would lead to a major move. The only one thing which is kind of alarming is that we are approaching to the overbought condition, especially on the indicators like stochastic RSI and all the oscillators, which means that we may have still experienced the correction at this point, maybe down to 60K, maybe even below the previous low, but it's very tempting to break even without it, because again, during this low volatility period, all those things, they're not that impactful or not that important to consider as before. They have a very low chance of being like leading to something as they predict. For example, like here, there was no major drop from neither of those highs, but normally it happens, right? But at the same time, from every low, we see some kind of a rise. So I would say that given the whole structure, which is very often occurring, you see like this high and this low. So this is typical N-type pattern. When we have the consolidation area, then we have the first kind of a false breakout, the second false breakout, and then finally we have the move which is in the same direction as the first false breakout, right? So that is very likely what is happening right now, right? So I remain cautious, but I'm still kind of optimistic. Because again, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It could continue doing its thing over and over and over again, which is very surprising when we see these green candles by double-digit percentage or even more. So yeah, that's it for today. Let's see how it goes within next week or a couple of weeks. I will keep you updated. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.